We actually have on top, you'll see our roof deck.
In this community, there's so many like friends and people that you can reach out to. This thing brings us way too much joy just to be a closet full of clothes.
The American dream can quickly become just a rat race.
Hey, we're Megan, Landon, Liam, and Oakley.
We go by the Price Fam Adventures, and we're currently traveling full-time in our self-converted 40-foot school bus.
Welcome to our kitchen. This is actually one of my very favorite spots in the bus. One of my absolute favorite spots is the half veneer brick that we added. It actually just made the place look very homey. We have all of the features and amenities that a normal kitchen would have, I would say. We have a Furrion oven and stove, which we think works really well. We have a pop-up bar for extra seating, so both of these can pop up and fold back down. We have bar stools that go here with these, and we just store those inside when we don't want to use them. We have lots of drawers. These we actually have to bungee down when we drive, but the rest are on a locking system because we have a toddler, and it also helps when we're moving so that stuff doesn't fly open. We have a beautiful farmhouse sink. I begged for this one. We love it a lot. We right now just use a Keurig as our coffee maker. It isn't very energy efficient, but we're working on getting into something with that. We have lots of upper cabinet storage. When we did the roof raise, that was one of the best benefits that we got, and we absolutely love it. So we have all of our kitchen things in here. We put everything in baskets to help it from flying out and going everywhere while driving. But we have cups and then plates and bowls and a whole bunch of coffee mugs in these. Another spot in our bus, this has actually traveled with us in all three of the homes that we've lived in previously. It is just a coat hanger, but we thought that it like completed this space and it looked really nice. So we hang all of our backpacks, diaper bag, cameras, random things. And then this is our little puppy Oakley's little food bowl area, and it worked out perfectly in that little space. Okay, so one of the other parts of our kitchen, like I said, we have a really large pantry area. We hid our trash can storage in here. And then with the fold-up bar, like I said, we have a little 18-month-old toddler. And we all know you need a high chair, so we have this fold-up high chair that we just store away in this same area. And it folds up and goes on the bar. All of this is our food storage, so you have just all of the plastic goods and things like that, lots of cans and snacks and all the good stuff that you need in here. This is another just kind of catch-all space. It's got some fruit, a picnic basket, extra food storage, all those good things. Like I said over here, if you look in, you have the bar stools and a full pop-up table that can go in the center for when we have game nights and all that fun stuff. You have a microwave. We mostly only use this when we're plugged in places, but it's really good to heat up stuff really quickly. There's a toaster, just some more really good like baking things and stuff like that. We've got a crock pot and more food storage, more dishes, lots of stuff. The last big features that we have in the kitchen, I would say, are our Reba shelf pullouts. We have lots of our spices and all of that good stuff. And then we also have our big apartment size Magic Chef fridge. So we actually lived a very busy, fast-paced life. Both of us had full-time jobs. Then I kind of started my own business, and we got lots more freedom whenever we intertwined that into our life, and then decided we wanted more freedom. And so he also was deciding like, man, that's something maybe he could get into as well.
Yeah, I really feel like the American dream can quickly become just a rat race.
Yes.
Where it's like, who can make the most money? And then when you make the money, you're just gonna buy all these things and you keep gaining more things. And they don't lead to happiness.
No.
And so we definitely wanted a different change of pace, but also just travel. A different lifestyle. Like we have a young one, obviously, and so he's a year old, and now's the time, if ever, that we're going to be able to take him on the road and travel and see the beauty of God's creation and just the really cool places that we've been able to go already.
Yeah, it's been an experience, and we've barely even been traveling for a little over a month or two, and it's just been super cool to get to see all the things and show him all the fun stuff.
Yeah, we love it. First off, having a youngin can just be chaos anyways. So really traveling, I wouldn't say it's really much different. Like we still, it's really cool. He loves being outside, and so it's really cool to be in new places, let him explore, let him pick up rocks. And
I think it makes it more fun.
Yeah, play in the dirt.
Least. We're always entertained, that's for sure. And I feel like as long as you still accommodate to the fact that a little toddler needs space to run around and play, and if you just bring all of his toys and all the things, like it was pretty tough fitting a big school bus and a wagon and all the things, but I think it just makes it, as long as you keep his toys and make it home, he loves it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he has all his own things. He has his own space. So he's loved it. We've loved it. We're able to, like, when he gets mad and he's tired of being inside, we just take him outside, and we're always at a new place. And so
he has a new backyard every day.
Yeah, we love it. He loves it. It's great.
One of the things that we went back and forth on multiple times in the build was if I could have a giant mirror, and it actually fit perfectly, and surprisingly has yet to break, and we've gone down some really bumpy roads. So moving on to one of the best spaces in the whole entire bus is actually our little baby Liam's bedroom space. Our absolute favorite spot in the bus, if you ask anyone, anytime, is his adorable little pull-out closet. This thing brings us way too much joy just to be a closet full of clothes. And if you have a little one, you know you have to have all the necessities. We have all of his pants and shoes and all the diapers and medicines and all of his socks and everything. Babies require a lot of things. However, we did fit it all in like a 4.5-foot space. So one of the other things that we built in was a giant pull-out toy drawer, which has all of his bigger little toys that you can fit in here. Lots of stuffed animals and bedding and books, and then the toys just keep coming. We made sure there was tons of storage because all of his family makes sure to get all the big toys. He has like a big school bus that he can ride in here. His bed actually transforms into kind of a crib style, so you can just pop this up and it clicks in on both sides, and then when he takes a nap or we lay him down for the night, we actually just hang a big tapestry up, and it kind of covers up some of the light. The same with this skylight above, we just pull that closed and it closes all the light in as well, so it actually works out really well. We had a lot of people in here for game night last night till about 1 a.m. and the little dude was still sleeping, so it works out good. All right, welcome to our bedroom. It is a little bit small. We like to call it our queen size bed bedroom because it's pretty much what it is. We do have a queen size bed, but we did build in extra storage on both sides for extra clothes because if you move from a big house into a tiny space, you know it's a little bit hard at first, and we haven't been in here that long, so we have lots of stuff we still probably need to go through. But we have tons of clothes on both sides of these. We have a bookshelf up above which stores all of my husband's books. We made individual cabinets for each other, so we just store lots of other random things that you would possibly need to put in there, like your lotions and extra books and catch-all cabinets. We have also cabinets right behind the pillows of our bed that we built in. If you live in a tiny space, you know that you have to have lots of places to put everything. Everything has to have a home. So we just have extra like travel bags and duffel bags and things back there. Underneath our bed, actually, it can lift up and has tons of storage. We have the 100-gallon freshwater tank underneath here and the water pump and all that good stuff. We have lots of other suitcase storage and fun things like that. And if you go back into this space, there's a garage space. We put all of our catch-all items, tools, the electrical system, floaties, fun stuff like that. One of the favorite features that we did put into the bedroom was a sliding door that can close off this area and give us a little bit more privacy if we have guests stay over in the front, or just a little bit more privacy from being so close to our little toddler's bedroom.
And one of the biggest cons for me is I don't have a whole lot of experience with like diesel engines or engines in general. And so with an older bus, things can break down at any point.
And that can be a little scary with a little one, but I feel like as
sure.
long as you just make sure that we've planned our routes a little bit more, made sure we're staying in safe spots. And we have, thankfully now in this community, there's so many like friends and people that you can reach out to. So when you get stuck somewhere, you just call and you're like, hey, you have an idea of what's going on?
Yeah, it's such a cool community. it also just teaches us, like, we're big planners, we like plan things out, and so it kind of teaches us at the same time to go with the flow. Like, you have to learn as you go. We did that as we built the bus. We didn't know anything, and so you learn as you go with the flow. It's a new lifestyle, like, it's a different lifestyle, and there's hundreds of thousands of people doing it, and everyone's so willing to help.
I would say quite a bit of our family was a little thrown when we told them that we wanted to buy a school bus and convert it into a tiny home. One, because like we had been living for almost like 5-6 years the normal life, you know, we had bought and been in 3 different homes, and we had done all those types of things, had solid jobs. But I think if you just, something just started as an itch in our soul and like a calling. I literally felt like the Lord was calling us to just do something different and to get into a different avenue and experience what He's created. And we were kind of a little bit more tied down in the jobs and in the home and the places that we were in that circumstance.
All right, welcome to the front of our bus. We have a DT 466 front engine on an International 2007 bus. We did want to sound deaden that some, so we covered it with kill mat and then sprayed it with truck bed liner, is why it's black now. As you can see, we did an 18-inch roof raise on the inside to give us some upper space where we can build cabinets and things like that. So you can see in the front, we did put in a 40-inch flat screen TV. On both sides, we built in some cubbies where I have some switches for our outdoor lights. We have all of our DVDs on this side. Both of these sides open up. This side is a bunch of games. We just use bungee cords to hold those in when we're driving, and then magnet locks on the doors. On each side, we did build some storage cubbies. So we have a storage over here with a cup holder, and then the front, we took out the diesel heater so that we could build a shelf all the way across, and then we store keys and our puppy's leash and a little shoe storage down there, and up front we built some little cubbies to hold hammocks and outdoor lights and solar lights, and so we've been really happy with that. And then as you move into our living room space, we built a couch on both sides. We wanted to have lots of room to seat people and hang out together. And so these couches actually fold out into a queen size bed. And so we've already had some guests stay with us. And underneath each couch, we also have storage. You've probably seen that before, but underneath this couch, we store tons of camera gear for our business that we do. And then on this side, we have guest bedding. We have a diesel heater that's installed as well. And then we also have some hammock chairs that we seat more people in when we're having game nights. So we have a hook here and hook right back there, so we can fit really 8 people around a guest table so we can do game nights together. On this side of our hallway, we have our closet up top. So we each just have a side in our small closet. And then down below that, we have a combo washer and dryer that does small loads, mainly when we're plugged in, so we have plenty of water, plenty of electricity. But it does allow us to do our own laundry here in the bus. When you slide our barn door back over our laundry room, you can enter into our bathroom. In our bathroom, we installed a Nature's Head composting toilet, which we were a little weary of at first, but heard lots of good reviews about that and no smell. And we've been thankful that we've had no smell so far. So we did change that up a little bit and diverted the urine into our gray tank so we don't have to ever dump the urine. And then in the bathroom, we also installed a vanity sink area with some built-in shelves, a cubby area, and then just decorated it. There's a small space up top that's rarely seen, but we have our own little medicine cabinet as well to hold all the medicine that we need. In the middle of our hallway, before you enter into our shower, we have a Max Air fan that does a good job of venting all of our not only smells, but also especially the hot water from the shower. When you open our shower, it's a full walk-in shower. We went with the Nebula shower head to save water, and it's great. It moves up and down, and then we fully tiled the shower. We use PVC tile around the walls. We kept the window in the shower so we can open that up to vent as well, but also to have cool views when we can. And then we did tile. We built in a bench. The bench holds our laundry drawer that pulls out on the side. And then we tiled the bench, tiled the floor with mosaic tile. We've been really happy with our shower as well. So on the exterior of the bus, we did install a real house door, which we wanted. We wanted it to look like a home. And then we went with some cool wood piece designs on the front, around the top. And then we also added some wood trim down both sides just to give it a cool design. We also added a cool porch light that my wife really wanted. I'm happy with. It's cool to pop on when we're walking outside. And then unfortunately our bus didn't come with any storage underneath, and so we built 2 6-foot storage cubbies that also work as tables when you pop open the lids. So here's the back of our bus. You'll notice we did extend and add on a back deck to where we can hold not only our son's matching Jeep that we tow behind us, but also we have a gate here that folds down. We have a ramp that pulls out that's stored underneath, and then we can ride. We have a Grom, a Honda Grom that we ride up there, a little motorcycle that we can use to get around when we're out in the boonies. And then we actually have on top, you'll see our roof deck that you can go up top and hang out on, watch the sunset a few days. And then around the whole bus, we installed LED light bars so that when we're backing into campsites late at night, going across the land, something like that, we'll pop those on to be able to see everything. You do have access into our garage from the back door. So we can open the back door, and inside there we've stored all of our tools on one side. We also have all of our solar components. So we're running 1,000 watts of solar on the roof. We have 600 amp hours of lithium battery. And then we also have, you know, our Victron inverter and all of our solar components that are there in the garage that we have easy access to, and storage underneath the bed where our 100-gallon water tank is stored, along with just all of our extra clothes, suitcases, hiking backpacks for our little one, and the things that we need when we're on the road. Yeah, so we both actually run a wedding photography and videography business together. Yep. She mainly does photo, I do video, and then we'll be parking at a church camp for the summer, and we'll be hanging out with them and working there at the church camp, and then still being able to work remotely at times, and then having like 6 months out of the year where we can just travel still, so we find ways to work too.
We definitely would say like it's nice to have a steady business or stream of income and things like that, but also if you just kind of grasp it from all different areas, if that makes sense. So like our business, we run our photography business, but at some point we want to like get into destination weddings and dip our toes into that so that we can actually travel a little bit more and get a little bit further around the country. And so I would just personally, like we started our business and that funds us, but I would say just trust the Lord and lean on Him to like provide for you in the situation. If it's a dream that He's put out there for you, then you will be able to do what He's doing for you, what He's like set out there for you.
Yeah. So if you want to follow along with us, first off, our business page, so you can follow all of our photography, videography stuff for weddings and destination weddings.
Or if you want to book a wedding.
Yeah, if you want to book a wedding. It's Megan and Landon Price Photography on Instagram, or you can literally just go to meganandlandonprice.com. That's our website, so you can find us there as well.
Yes, but if you want to follow along mostly with all of our adventures and you want to see a lot of the bus stuff and little tours and all those types of things, definitely follow on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We are on all those platforms as the Price Fam Adventures. We try to stay pretty consistent, and we love sharing our life in that little space, and we love to see yours too.
Thanks so much for coming and seeing our sweet tiny house on wheels. We look forward to seeing you out on the road somewhere.
Yeah.